This segment sponsored by ForMotion Clinic. I am here at ForMotion Clinic, previously SRT Prosthetics and Orthotics. And today I'm going to take you inside of their lab. They have a local lab where they actually make the prosthesis. Now this process is so cool, so we're gonna go on a little journey and you're invited. Let's do it. I am now joined by Matt Roberts, who is the clinic manager here at ForMotion Clinic. Hey there, Matt.
Hey,
good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Okay, so just kind of start from the top and inform us about ForMotion Clinic and how you really provide transformative help to our community.
Okay, so we're a growing O&P company. We are called ForMotion Clinic. We're in the New England area, the Southeast area. We're in Texas. We're in Colorado, Missouri, continuing to grow. And we just want to have a patient-first kind of approach and provide patients with quality devices, improve their life.
Yeah, and you all really focus on so many areas that you can help people with their prosthesis, and it's from the leg, you know, down to the feet and also the upper limb area.
Yes.
And what really sets you all apart is the fact that you have your own lab, and that's what we're standing in today. And so it's kind of cool. You can actually make the prosthesis here. So kind of break down how the lab works and some of the advantages of having one in-house.
Okay, so we cast patients' limbs and we modify molds. We order feet, we order knees. So what we do in here is actually the custom part, which is the interface of the device to the patient's residual limb. So what we'll do is we'll cast a patient in our patient room and we will bring that cast into here, we'll fill it with plaster, we'll modify that mold, we'll then vacuum form plastic to that mold to make a check socket. Then we'll walk the patient on it, we'll continue those fittings, and once we get to where we want to be, we'll laminate. And we're going to show you a lot of those steps today.
Yeah.
But the advantage of having a lab is that we have good quality control because we're local. The clinician seeing the patient can work with the technician directly and provide the best outcome possible.
Wow, and what is that process like? Like, how long does it take to develop a prosthesis?
Well, so the fabrication part of it is only a few hours depending on the step that you're in.
Okay.
So if we're talking about modifying a mold, whether that's on the computer or in plaster, that's probably about less than an hour. But when you get to lamination and finishing, that takes 4 to 8 hours for a single device.
Wow, and then being local, having a lab locally probably helps if you have to fix something or make modifications and adjustments?
Absolutely, yeah. We have all the tools we need as a patient continues to come into our office for us to change things and accommodate the patient's residual limb changes. So yes, we have everything we need here and it does expedite the process.
All right, well, this process sounds fascinating, so I can't wait to see the steps.
Awesome.
Let's do it. Okay, Matt, we're starting off in this room as the first step, and this stuff looks very interesting, but kind of start from the top.
Okay.
How do you get started with the casting process?
Yeah, so we have the patient in the office. We'll do a selection of the interface between the socket and the patient's limb, so that's a liner we call it. We'll cast the patient over that liner, whether it's with fiberglass or plaster of Paris, which is plaster is like really old school broken bone cast, and fiberglass is more what you see kids with nowadays when they break a bone.
Okay.
So we'll use that to capture the residual limb shape. We'll bring that cast in here, we'll fill the cast with plaster, and then you get something more like this.
Okay, so you actually have one of the
casting
things.
So this is a cast of a patient's limb, and we're
wow.
gonna keep that out. But
yeah.
So that's
So
a
okay, you
below
start off
knee
with this.
amputation. So this patient was amputated between the ankle and the knee.
Okay.
And this was a cast taken on the residual limb.
Wow. Okay, so then you bring this in and then you fill this.
Yes, that gets filled with plaster and that gives you something like this.
Wow. Okay, and then what happens?
So then I use one of these 3 tools, mostly this slightly curved rasp called a half round. and we use it to reduce the volume of the mold and to create a shape and get the front to back and the side to side dimension of the residual limb that we take measurements during the casting.
Okay.
And we try to get to some target measurements based on those taken on the patient.
Wow.
And so once we get this kind of modified, we'll smooth it so it's really nice and smooth. That way we can see through the plastic in the check socket that we're going to make.
Okay, that's step 2.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do check socket. Okay, Matt, so what is the second step in the process?
So we take the modified mold and we put it onto this disc here that's kind of soft so the plastic will stick to it.
Wow.
We put some plastic in the oven and cook it, and then when the plastic is ready, we'll place it over the mold, get it to stick to the plate, and hit it with some vacuum. And that's going to suck the plastic to the mold.
Wow, okay, you're going to show us?
Plastic's ready.
Oh, exciting. Oh, wow. And kind of tell me, what does this process do?
Well, this is vacuum forming, so we're just trying to get a check socket in the shape of the mold that we worked on in the plaster. There you go.
Yeah, that has to be really hot.
365 degrees.
Wow. And now you're just shaping it.
Cut the excess off just to make it easier to work with. And then save the fish. And we wait for that to cool and it will harden. So then we can trim it out.
Did it cool off that quick?
No, it's not cool.
Okay.
No.
I was like, you can touch, it's cool to touch.
It's definitely not cool to touch.
Oh, okay.
We just have tough hands because we work with hot plastic all the time.
All right, and then we'll move on to the third step?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it. So we've stepped over into the third step, and you are mixing up something. What are you mixing, Matt?
So I'm mixing a resin with a hardener and some black pigment.
Ooh. Okay, and then you have an interesting contraption.
Yeah, so we use water bottles just so that's just the easiest thing to use. We've taped it to this PVA bag, and we're gonna pour this resin into the bottle, like so. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Now this is all under vacuum. So once I can untie this.
And kind of tell me, what does this step do?
So this is us making a definitive socket. So a socket that's supposed to last for the patient as long as the socket is fitting.
Oh, wow. Oh, so it's creating its own type of mold?
Yes, so it's basically matching the mold underneath, which is one that we have fit on the patient. So my job in this process is to saturate all the fibers and make sure there's no air in the lamination so that we have a good strong lamination that looks nice.
Oh, wow. And so is that warm? Is the temperature?
It will get warm.
Okay.
Right now it's pretty cool, so you could touch it if you'd like.
Okay, I'm just, oh.
And this bag is actually made of the same stuff that you make like a dishwasher pod with. It dissolves in water.
Oh.
So it allows the bag to stretch so we can get it to fit over a variety of size molds. You don't have to have a very specific size bag for every single build you do.
All right, and just like that. So this is almost the final step, but not
Correct,
quite. So how
yeah.
do you kind of like wrap it up?
So this will obviously heat up and harden. And once this is cooled to the touch, again, we will take this off. We will cut the trim lines out. We'll knock this exterior socket off of the mold that's inside. And then we'll take that into the grinding room. We'll clean up all the trim lines and make it nice and smooth so it doesn't hurt the patient.
Right. So fascinating.
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you so much, Matt, for showing me.
Thank you for being here.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
If you'd like more information about ForMotion Clinic, we'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by ForMotion Clinic.